Hey there. I want to talk about something that's been kicking around in my head for a while now. You've heard me explore this from time to time, and clearly I'm still thinking about it. It's about comparison and output, about watching other people in your field do things that you wish you could do, and feeling that hot, nasty knot in your chest when you see it. I'm talking about getting triggered, not triggered like you have to go have an argument on the internet. I mean, triggered in the real way, the way that makes you close your laptop, stare at the wall, and wonder if you're just falling behind. Let me give you an example. I run the podcast. I also shoot portraits and make videos and try to show up online in a way that feels honest and useful. But here's the thing, I do it all myself. I edit every episode. I write every script. I do all the color grading and audio engineering. I design my own graphics. I schedule my own posts. And when I see other creators in my space putting out a ton of content that's polished and consistent and seemingly effortless, I feel it. It's a tension. It's that voice in my head that says, you're not doing enough because you're not enough. But here's what I've come to realize. A lot of those people have help. They outsource their editing, they hire designers, they pay for systems that let them focus on the creative part while someone else handles the rest. And I can't do that. I don't have a full-time job subsidizing the creative work. This is my full-time job. And right now, I can't afford to pay someone else to do the things that I'm capable of doing myself. So I do them. And it takes time. And while I'm doing them, I see other people moving faster, and it pisses me off. At the situation, at myself, at that gap between where I am and where I want to be. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this. So here's what I've learned about that feeling. It's actually grief. You're grieving the version of your work that you can't make yet, the pace that you can't sustain, the visibility that you don't have access to. And underneath that grief is something else. It's fear. Fear that you're too slow, that you're going to get left behind, that people will forget about you because you're not posting every day or releasing a new episode every week. But I get it. I feel it. It's there. But here's the part that I keep coming back to. Speed doesn't equal substance, and output does not equal impact. Let me tell you what I know about the work I make. I make long-form content, deep conversations, portraits that take time, videos that require thought. Someone cranking out daily posts or multiple episodes a week, that's a different approach entirely. Now, there's nothing wrong with that model, but it's just not mine. When I compare my output to theirs, I'm comparing two completely different things. It's like looking at a marathon runner and a sprinter and asking why one isn't beating the other in a race. The thing is, they're not in the same race, and neither are you. So here's what I'm working on. I'm working on recognizing more of my triggers. When I see someone doing more than me, I try to pause for a second. I ask myself, what am I actually feeling right now? And usually it's one of three things. One, I'm tired. I've been working too hard for too long, and I just don't have anything left in the tank. Seeing someone else's output reminds me that I'm running on empty. Two, I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm not good enough, that I'm too slow, that people are just going to move on. Three, and this is the big one, I'm grieving. I'm mourning the version of that work that I thought I'd be doing by now, the version where I have help, where I'm not doing everything alone. And once I name it, that trigger loses some of its power. It's still there, it's just not running the show. So here's the reframe that I keep coming back to. What does success actually mean to me? I've had to answer that question for myself, and it doesn't look like what the algorithm rewards. It doesn't look like what I see other people doing. For me, success looks like this. I want to make work that matters, work that people remember, work that makes someone feel seen. I want to have conversations that go deep. I want to create images that stop people in their tracks. I want to build something sustainable, something I can do for the long haul without burning out or losing myself in the process. That's my definition. And when I measure my work against that, instead of against someone else, things start to shift. I'm not behind, I'm just on a different timeline. So if you're feeling this too, here's what I want you to know. You're working with what you have. And that might mean you can't move as fast as someone who has more resources or more help or more margin in their life. That's just reality. And the work that you're making, even if it's slower, even if it's quieter, it still matters. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more truth. And if you're making something true, something that costs you something to create, then you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I don't have all of this figured out. I still get triggered. I still compare. I still feel that thing in my chest when I see someone doing what I wish I could do. But I'm learning to just sit with it, to name it, and to let it pass by without letting it define me. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather make one thing that matters than 10 things that just disappear. And I'm guessing you would too. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.